What if your healthy breakfast is the very thing draining your energy, spiking your blood sugar, and slowly weakening your muscles without you even realizing it? As a doctor, I've seen it too often, patients over 60 doing everything they were told, eating cereal, drinking juice, choosing low-fat yogurt, yet still struggling with fatigue, joint pain, and declining strength. The problem isn't their discipline, it's the food industry's definition of healthy. Here's the truth: after 50, your body changes, and so should your breakfast. Some common morning foods can quietly sabotage your metabolism, while others, if chosen wisely, can rebuild muscle, stabilize energy, and even sharpen your memory. In today's video, I'll show you 4 breakfast foods to avoid and 4 powerful research-backed alternatives that support your aging body from the inside out. So stay with me, hit that like button, subscribe for more doctor-backed advice, and leave a comment, because the right morning choice could transform your entire day. Part 1. 4 breakfast foods seniors should avoid. Not all breakfasts are created equal, especially after 60. In this section, we reveal 4 common morning foods that may be silently draining your energy, spiking blood sugar, and accelerating muscle loss. Avoiding these could be the first step to reclaiming your strength. Number 1. Sugary breakfast cereals, the silent muscle drainer. They're bright, they're convenient, and they've been sitting in your pantry for years. But the truth is, those sugary breakfast cereals, especially the ones labeled heart healthy or whole grain, could be doing serious damage to your body after 60. When you eat a bowl of cereal loaded with added sugars and refined grains, your blood sugar spikes fast. It's like giving your body a quick jolt of energy, but that burst doesn't last. Within an hour or two, your blood sugar crashes, leaving you tired, foggy, and craving more food, usually more sugar. Over time, this cycle takes a toll. It wears out your insulin response, drains your energy reserves, and worst of all, contributes to the gradual loss of muscle mass that's already happening as we age. A 2020 study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who consumed high-sugar breakfasts had significantly lower muscle strength and greater fatigue throughout the day compared to those who ate balanced, protein-rich meals. And here's the kicker: these cereals often lack the very nutrients older bodies need: fiber, healthy fats, and protein. Now let me tell you about Harry Montgomery. Harry is 76, a retired engineer from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's always been a man of routine, up at 6 bowls of cereal by 6:30 and a walk by 7. For years, he stuck to that plan, thinking he was doing everything right. His cereal was labeled low-fat and high-fiber. It seemed like the smart choice. But over time, something changed. Harry started skipping his walks, not because he didn't want to, but because he couldn't. He felt exhausted by mid-morning, even though he was sleeping well. His legs felt heavy. He'd sit on the porch with his coffee, staring at the sidewalk he used to conquer with ease. It wasn't until a checkup with his doctor that the truth came out. His blood sugar levels were on a roller coaster ride, spiking and crashing. His muscle mass had declined. His blood work showed signs of insulin resistance. The doctor asked about his diet, and when Harry mentioned his daily cereal, the doctor nodded knowingly. Together, they came up with a new plan. Harry swapped out his sugary cereal for a warm bowl of steel-cut oats. He added chopped walnuts for healthy fat, blueberries for antioxidants, and a scoop of Greek yogurt for protein. Within 2 weeks, he felt the difference. His energy was more stable. He started walking again, not far at first, but every day. By month 2, he was back to 3 miles, no problem. Harry didn't need a radical diet. He just needed to retire his cereal box. For older adults, sugary cereals are a hidden threat. They seem harmless, even familiar. But beneath the bright packaging is a meal that can sap your strength, mess with your blood sugar, and speed up the very aging process we're trying to slow down. If you're still starting your day with cereal from a box, it might be time to rethink what healthy really means. Number 2. Bottled fruit juice, the sweet imposter that weakens muscles. It sounds healthy. It looks healthy. A splash of orange juice with breakfast, or a tall glass of 100% apple juice to start the day. But for older adults, bottled fruit juice can be a silent threat, robbing your muscles, spiking your blood sugar, and leaving you more tired than nourished. When fruit is turned into juice, something essential gets stripped away: the fiber. Fiber acts like a brake on sugar absorption. Without it, the natural sugars in fruit hit your bloodstream faster than your body, especially after 60, can handle well. The result: a sudden spike in blood glucose followed by a steep crash. That crash doesn't just leave you groggy or moody, it also triggers inflammation, stress hormones, and muscle breakdown. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consume sugary drinks, including fruit juice, have a significantly higher risk of developing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle. And it gets worse if your insulin response is already slowing down, which happens naturally with age. That brings us to Gloria Thomas. Gloria is 70, a retired nurse from Toledo, Ohio. Sharp as ever, still drives, still active in her church. Every morning for as long as she could remember, she started her day with a glass of orange juice. "I thought it was my vitamin C insurance," she said. "It was part of my morning ritual: juice, toast, and a bit of yogurt. But lately something wasn't right." Gloria found herself crashing mid-morning, tired, shaky, sometimes even lightheaded. She chalked it up to aging. Then the joint aches started. Not terrible, but enough to make her skip her morning walks. By the time she reached her doctor, she was frustrated and convinced something deeper was wrong. Blood work told the story. Her fasting glucose was borderline high. Her insulin was working overtime. Her body was fighting to stay balanced, but every morning she was unknowingly pouring fuel on the fire. Her doctor asked her one simple question: "What are you drinking in the morning?" When Gloria cut out the juice and switched to whole fruit, berries, apple slices, sometimes a banana with nut butter, things changed. She also started blending green smoothies with spinach, Greek yogurt, and just a handful of berries. Her energy steadied. Her cravings eased. Within weeks, the morning fatigue was gone, and her muscle strength started to return. Fruit juice, even the kind labeled 100% natural, is not the same as fruit. It's missing the fiber, overloaded with sugar, and hits your body like soda in disguise. For aging muscles and sensitive blood sugar, that kind of rush can be devastating. If you want to stay strong, energized, and active, the better choice is simple: eat the fruit. Or better yet, blend it with fiber, protein, and healthy fats into a real breakfast your body can use, not just tolerate. Number 3. Low-fat yogurt, the misleading snack that starves your muscles. It's one of the most common health foods in the grocery store aisle. Low-fat yogurt, neatly packaged and often flavored, promises a light and nutritious start to the day. But for people over 60, it may be doing more harm than good. When yogurt is stripped of its fat, something important goes with it. Healthy fats play a key role in helping your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These nutrients are essential for maintaining strong bones, sharp vision, and most importantly, healthy muscle function. Without those fats, you might be eating the vitamins, but your body can't use them. What's worse, many low-fat yogurts are packed with added sugar to make up for the flavor lost when fat is removed. That hidden sugar causes a spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash, leaving you tired, foggy, and craving more. Over time, this blood sugar roller coaster not only saps your energy, but leads to inflammation and insulin resistance, two major drivers of age-related muscle loss. A study published in the journal Nutrition and Metabolism found that older adults who consume low-fat, high-sugar dairy had significantly more muscle fatigue and slower recovery than those who ate full-fat, nutrient-dense options. That brings us to Phyllis Washington. Phyllis is 75, a retired high school teacher from Charlotte, North Carolina. For years, she believed she was doing the right thing, eating a low-fat fruit yogurt every morning. It was quick, easy, and tasted great. She'd grab one out of the fridge, pair it with a piece of toast, and head off for her daily errands. But gradually, she noticed she wasn't bouncing back like she used to. Simple tasks like gardening or going up the stairs left her winded. Her legs ached longer after walks. She even began gaining weight despite keeping her portions small and sticking to light foods. At first, she blamed age. "I just thought this is what 75 feels like," she said. But when her nutritionist reviewed her food log, one item jumped out right away: the daily low-fat yogurt. Loaded with sugar, lacking in protein, and missing the fat her body needed to absorb key vitamins. The fix was simple but powerful. Phyllis swapped her low-fat yogurt for full-fat Greek yogurt. She added a few berries, some chia seeds, and a drizzle of almond butter. The difference, night and day. Her energy came back. The muscle soreness eased. She no longer needed that late morning nap just to get through the day. "It felt like I got 10 years back," she told me. For seniors, fat isn't the enemy. In fact, it's essential. It supports your hormones, fuels your muscles, and allows your body to absorb nutrients that keep you strong and independent. If you're reaching for a yogurt that says low-fat or fat-free, flip it over and read the label. Look for added sugars. Consider what's missing. Then try upgrading to the real thing yogurt with fat, flavor, and function. Your muscles will thank you. Number 4. Packaged muffins, the sugary trap that weakens your muscles. They look innocent. Soft, sweet, and neatly wrapped in shiny plastic muffins have become a grab-and-go breakfast for millions of older adults. But if you're over 60, those store-bought muffins could be quietly tearing down your strength and energy one bite at a time. Most packaged muffins are made with 3 ingredients your aging body doesn't need: white flour, refined sugar, and low-quality oils. This combination creates a perfect storm. White flour breaks down quickly into sugar, causing a sharp rise in blood glucose. Added sugar fuels inflammation and fat storage. And the industrial oils like soybean or palm oil worsen inflammation and may interfere with hormone balance. The result: you feel full for a moment, but tired within the hour. Your muscles get fewer nutrients, your joints may feel stiffer, and over time these muffins contribute to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle that leads to weakness, poor balance, and a higher risk of falls. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, diets high in refined carbohydrates and trans fats are strongly linked to reduced muscle strength in adults over 65. Muffins may seem harmless, but their long-term impact can be surprisingly damaging. That's what happened to Vera Harding. Vera is 72, a retired nurse from Minneapolis. She spent her career caring for others and always tried to eat light. Every morning she'd make a cup of coffee and unwrap a blueberry muffin from the grocery store. It felt comforting, familiar, a little sweet start to her day. But as the months passed, she noticed she was slowing down. Her legs felt heavier on the stairs. Her back ached after just 15 minutes of gardening. And worst of all, she started gaining weight, especially around her waist, even though she hadn't changed her portion sizes. At first, Vera blamed age. Maybe it was just part of getting older. But after a visit to her physical therapist, who noticed her muscle tone had significantly declined, Vera was urged to re-examine her diet. She kept a food diary for 1 week. That's when the truth became clear. Those muffins weren't just a small treat. They were her main source of carbohydrates, fat, and sugar for the day, none of which supported her aging body. Vera made a switch. Instead of the muffins, she started eating whole grain toast with avocado and a hard-boiled egg. Some days she'd have Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Within just 3 weeks, she noticed her joints felt looser and she had enough energy to walk around the lake again. "I didn't realize how much that little muffin was taking from me," she said. For seniors, the danger in muffins isn't just the sugar, it's what they lack. No protein, no fiber, no healthy fats. And without those, your muscles can't rebuild. Your energy can't sustain. Your body can't thrive. If a muffin is part of your morning habit, it's time to ask, is it giving you anything your body truly needs? Or is it just a sugary disguise stealing your strength one morning at a time? Choose foods that fuel you, because every bite counts more after 60. Part 2. 4 breakfast foods seniors should eat. After 60, the right breakfast can be your body's best defense against fatigue, muscle loss, and blood sugar swings. In this section, discover 4 powerful nutrient-rich foods that fuel your strength, protect your joints, and help you stay active, sharp, and independent every day. Number 1, whole grains. The slow-burning fuel that powers muscles after 60. Your body changes after 60. It becomes more sensitive to blood sugar swings, more prone to fatigue, and more dependent on steady nutrition to maintain muscle mass and brain clarity. That's where whole grains come in. Unlike refined carbs that spike your energy and crash it just as fast, whole grains digest slowly. They give your body a steady stream of fuel. Your muscles need to stay strong, and your brain needs to stay sharp. Oats, quinoa, whole wheat bread. They're not just better choices. They're foundational for healthy aging. Whole grains are rich in fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and iron. These aren't bonus nutrients. They help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support the production of energy inside your cells. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed more whole grains had stronger grip strength, lower inflammation markers, and better physical performance than those who relied on refined carbs. Now let me tell you about Clara Martin. Clara is 78 years old, a retired teacher from Salt Lake City, sharp-minded, active, always up early to take care of her garden. For most of her life, she started her day with a piece of white toast and coffee. It was easy, she said. It filled me up just enough and I didn't think much about it. But over time, she started feeling the change. By mid-morning, her energy dipped. Her legs felt heavy, her focus faded. She chalked it up to age, maybe just not sleeping as well. Then came the dizziness, the fatigue that lingered through the afternoon. Her doctor suggested looking at her diet and more specifically how her mornings began. Clara made a small but powerful change. She swapped her white toast for a bowl of steel-cut oatmeal topped with almond butter and blueberries. Some mornings she'd add a hard-boiled egg or a side of sautéed spinach. Other days she rotated in quinoa with a little cinnamon and chia seeds. It didn't take long to feel the difference. The fog lifted. Her energy returned. She started walking around her block again, then 2 blocks. Her digestion improved. No more post-breakfast crashes. "I feel full but light," she said, "and I can think more clearly, like someone wiped off the windshield in my brain." For older adults, breakfast sets the tone. Whole grains don't just fill your stomach. They feed your muscles, calm your blood sugar, and fuel your independence. If your morning leaves you tired or hungry before lunch, it's not your age, it's your fuel. Skip the white toast. Leave behind the sugary pastries. Reach for real grains. Your muscles will stay stronger, your mood steadier, and your mornings more alive. Number 2, avocados, the anti-inflammatory superfood that eases pain and supports recovery. After 60, inflammation becomes a silent enemy. It creeps into your joints, slows your recovery, and chips away at your muscle strength. What you eat can either fight that inflammation or feed it. Avocados, with their rich blend of healthy fats, potassium, and antioxidants, do more than just taste good. They help your body heal. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind that reduce inflammation and support muscle repair. They're one of the best food sources of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage. They're also rich in potassium, more than bananas, which helps balance electrolytes and reduce muscle cramps. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed avocados regularly had lower markers of inflammation and improved muscle strength compared to those who didn't include them in their diet. For seniors, this isn't a trendy food, it's a powerful ally. Martha Stevens learned this the hard way. Martha is 74, a retired librarian from Madison, Wisconsin. She's always been active, the kind of woman who still organizes community book drives and walks every morning before breakfast. But about a year ago, something changed. Her walks became shorter, her knees ached, her hands felt stiff after doing crossword puzzles. She brushed it off at first, just stiffness, just age. But then came the fatigue. She felt sore even when she hadn't exercised. She started skipping her morning routine, choosing to rest instead of move. She told herself she was just slowing down. But inside, she felt frustrated and older than she really was. During a nutrition workshop at her senior center, she heard a speaker mention that healthy fats could play a major role in reducing inflammation. That caught her attention. Her diet, she realized, was mostly low-fat and carb-heavy. Toast, jam, skim milk. Nothing that fed her muscles or calmed her joints. She decided to make one small change every morning, half an avocado. Some days she mashed it onto whole grain toast with a sprinkle of hemp seeds. Other days, she blended it into a smoothie with spinach, frozen berries, and a scoop of protein. It wasn't a diet, just a shift. Within a week, she noticed less soreness in her hands. By the second week, her morning walks felt smoother, easier. By week 3, she was back to climbing the stairs without pausing halfway. "I didn't expect a fruit to change how I felt," Martha said. "But I wake up now with less pain. My hands don't ache, my legs move." Avocados are more than a trendy topping. They provide fuel that lasts, nutrients your muscles crave, and protection against the inflammation that holds so many seniors back. If you wake up stiff or sore, if your body feels like it's not bouncing back the way it used to, it may be time to nourish it differently. Add the fats that fight for you. Give your muscles what they need to stay strong, and let a simple, creamy fruit remind your body how good it can feel to move again. Number 3, eggs, the muscle-building powerhouse your body still needs. After 60, maintaining muscle isn't just about staying active. It's about giving your body the building blocks it needs to recover, rebuild, and stay strong. And one of the most complete sources of those building blocks is something sitting in most refrigerators right now: eggs. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein and contain all 9 essential amino acids, the ones your body can't make on its own. They're also one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient critical for muscle contraction, bone strength, and mood regulation. For older adults who often absorb nutrients less efficiently, eggs offer a compact, efficient package of what the body needs to fight muscle loss and fatigue. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate higher protein breakfasts, especially those including eggs, retained more lean muscle over time and reported greater physical performance in daily activities. Walter Patterson, a 79-year-old retired architect from Portland, Oregon, learned this firsthand. Walter had always been a walker. Every morning after breakfast, he'd lace up his shoes and stroll through his neighborhood. But around his 78th birthday, he began to notice something wasn't right. His legs felt weaker. Climbing stairs took more effort. Carrying groceries left him winded. He hadn't changed his routine. He still woke up at the same time, still ate his usual breakfast, 2 slices of toast with jam and coffee, but his body didn't feel the same. He brushed it off at first. Maybe it was just aging. But when he tripped over a curb and had trouble catching himself, he knew something had to change. His doctor ran some labs, and while his bones looked fine, his muscle mass had dropped noticeably over the past year. The culprit, lack of protein, especially in the morning. So Walter tried something different. He added 2 scrambled eggs to his breakfast, then hard-boiled eggs on busy days. Later, omelets with spinach and tomatoes. Within weeks, he felt the difference. His legs felt steadier. He could carry bags without wobbling. The fatigue in his muscles faded. "I didn't expect eggs to change anything," he said, "but now I won't start my day without them." Eggs are simple but powerful. For older adults, they provide the essential protein that keeps muscles from wasting away. They help rebuild tissue after movement, support joint function, and keep energy stable without the blood sugar crashes caused by high-carb breakfast. If you're waking up tired, feeling weaker, or noticing that your body doesn't bounce back like it used to, the answer might be in your breakfast plate. Your body still wants to stay strong, you just have to give it the fuel it's asking for. Start with an egg. It's not just breakfast, it's rebuilding from the inside out. Number 4, berries, the sweet natural healer that soothes muscles and joints. Muscle soreness, joint stiffness, slow recovery after a walk or a workout. After 60, these aches become more common and more frustrating. But what if the answer to faster recovery and less pain isn't in a pill, but in a handful of brightly colored fruit? Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which fight inflammation and oxidative stress. They also contain vitamin C, vital for collagen production and joint health. The natural sugars in berries are balanced with fiber, so they don't spike your blood sugar like juices or pastries. A study in the journal Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism showed that older adults who ate berries regularly had lower inflammation markers and faster muscle recovery after physical activity. That's not just nutrition, it's function freedom and less pain. Margaret Ferguson understands this better than anyone. Margaret is 78, a retired high school history teacher from Tucson, Arizona. She's always had a green thumb, gardening every morning, tending to her flowers, pulling weeds. But over the past year, she started noticing something strange. After spending just an hour outside, her legs and arms felt sore for days. Her knees would ache at night. Her grip felt weaker even holding a watering can. She tried stretching more. She even cut back her gardening to every other day, but nothing helped. Her doctor ruled out arthritis but told her that her muscle recovery was slowing and suggested she look at what she was eating. Margaret's breakfast had always been simple toast and coffee. No fruit, no protein, no anti-inflammatory nutrients. So she tried an experiment. Every morning she added a cup of fresh blueberries to her breakfast, sometimes with Greek yogurt, sometimes with oatmeal. A week later, she added strawberries and blackberries to the mix. By the 3rd week, she noticed her hands didn't ache after clipping branches. Her knees weren't stiff when she stood up. "It was like my body was healing faster," she said, "and I didn't change anything else, just the berries." Now, every morning, Margaret says her bowl looks like a rainbow, blue-red, deep purple, and her energy feels brighter too. Berries don't just taste good. They support your body's natural repair system. They help muscles recover faster, joints feel smoother, and energy lasts longer. For seniors looking to stay active and reduce daily aches, this small addition can create a powerful shift. If you find yourself sore after simple tasks or tired longer than you used to be, maybe your body isn't just aging, it's inflamed and undernourished. Let your food help you heal. Add the color, the fiber, the antioxidants. Add the berries, because small sweet choices can lead to stronger, more comfortable days. A simple breakfast can do more than fill your stomach. It can shape how you move, think, and feel for the rest of the day. The right foods give you energy, support your muscles, and protect your mind. The wrong ones, they leave you sluggish, sore, and silently aging faster than you need to. After 60 breakfast isn't just a routine, it's a decision that echoes through your entire day. A decision that affects your balance, your strength, even your independence. So tomorrow morning, pause before you pour that juice or unwrap that muffin. Ask yourself, is this fueling my future or just feeding a habit? Because every bite is a choice, and the power to age well, to stay active, to feel good, it starts with what's on your plate. If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe. Your health is your greatest wealth.